time now for the Beer Chill Local Call News on this late Thursday night, December 10th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. I your Local Call News the Nine there. It's around 11 o'clock on this late Thursday night. Is a jury found former Oklahoma City police officer Daniel Holtzclaw guilty Thursday of some of the most serious charges against him, including sexual battery, forcible oral sodomy, and rape. An FBI dive team on Thursday searches for electronic devices or other possible evidence left in the Sacramento Lake, about 2 miles from the Open Inland Regional Center in San Bernardino, Waterloo, Iowa, until Monday when Donald J. Trump proposed to ban Muslims entering the United States. Hillary Clinton could probably keep herself from laughing at the mention of his name. Chicago, as protests continued in Chicago on Thursday, following the delayed release of videos showing the shooting of Laquan McDonald voters on the city's north side of Illinois supported the mayor Rahm Emanuel last April election of no doubts. The red line train out of Braintree slowly had rolled and already blown for 3 stops when the lights flickered out and the train wheels slowly rolled to a stop. In Seoul, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un Thursday appeared to be said that this country developing a hydrogen bomb has stepped up from the less powerful atomic bomb, but the United States and outside experts were skeptical. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. An array of Syrian opposition groups agreed on Thursday to form a new and more inclusive body that got in diverse and divided opponents of President Bashar al-Assad in a new round of planned talks in Indian. Amena was arraigned in Geneva for at least 4 suspects believed to be associated with ISIS, from the large police presence in a Swiss city, officials said on Thursday. Dubai, since the project was announced 18 months ago, giant billboards featured Donald Trump's name proclaimed luxury development, the Beverly Hills of Dubai. The brigade friends Thursday night's draft text on the new climate change to the Quarter States on an edge of historical significance. A grand jury in Louisiana indicted 2 Knoxville City deputy marshals Thursday in June of last month that killed a 6-year-old autistic boy. Police say a gunman who drove through a truck in the plaza near the Arkansas State University Center in the Union was armed with shotgun and carried containers of gasoline and propane. The governor of Connecticut announced on Thursday that he intends to make his state the first in the nation ban such firearms purchased of the people on federal watch. And according to President Obama's call for such measure after the recent spate terrorist attacks. Little Rock, Arkansas, the Arkansas Supreme Court on Thursday temporarily blocked the lower court order that allowed the same-sex parents throughout the state to be listed as parents in the birth of certificates of their children. The Sweet Leaf Tea Company has recalled 1.5 million bottles of iced tea because of the possible cost fragments that voluntary recall involved 6 frozen teas and 16 plus bottles that were distributed between February 27 and December 6, 2015. If the company Yum Brands was split from its Yum China division were divorced, the company's top executive wants you to know that this kind of pardon should find a post parties for post-marriage that Yum Brands CEO Steve Schultz will write in the post-China spin-off. Gardena, California electric company started party future and announced Thursday to Dubai and built a $1 billion production plant in Nevada, a major move for the upside profit to Tesla Motors. Anytime Berkshire Hathaway, the conglomerate run by Oracle or Omaha, reveals a new investment in stock usually goes up. Astronomers have discovered what appears to be a tiny star with a giant cloudy storm using data from NASA's Spitzer and Kepler space telescopes. Cape Canaveral SpaceX could return to this tonight. Rocket flight as soon as next week. I mentioned that it would close out the Cape Canaveral Air Force Station's 2015 launch campaign. NASA released the comments limited interest standards, management, and the constructed members photos taken by the Cassini spacecraft that shows the moon's surface instead of its atmosphere. The rocket looked off the Space Launch Complex 41 Cape Canaveral Air Force Station after 3 days of delay due to poor weather. Here's another reason to be happy, or not, depending on the decision as happiness may not be as strongly linked to the longevity as previously researched and indicated. A large number of injuries can catch sprains and fractures that may be avoidable if cheerleaders have access to facilities similar to other sports, researchers said. San Antonio, Texas, estrogen receptor mutation be easily detected in plasma of patients with metastatic breast cancer. It may alter the key to the targeted treatments for women with resistant disease, according to new analysts. Chicago, U.S. sales of medically important antibiotics are profitably used livestock rose by 23% between 2009 and 2014. Federal regulators said on Thursday, feel concerned about the risk of humans from antibiotic-resistant bacteria. In that, Revere, Massachusetts, away 3 report of 3 gunshot victims done. All victims were transported and all agencies on the scene. Here, Channel News Time, 11:05 on this late Thursday night here at 10 Alpha Traffic Report. And we're seeing 95 minutes southbound side of the little slow from Route 1 in Sharon here. Southwest Expressway southbound side to the Mass Pike all the way at the Dorchester. Route 3 on the northbound side, the little slow around the Braintree split. Mass Pike to the westbound side, so from 93 all the way out to the Austin Brent tolls 495 on the southbound side, so from Franklin all the way at the Rentham here. And down in Connecticut on 95 on the northbound side, we got the next to the Northern Line, Connecticut here. So both sides of 95 northbound after Route 1 and Northern Line, it's a little slow here. But otherwise, smooth sailing keeping on the highways and byways in New England on this late Thursday night at 93 on the northbound side, a little slow in Concord, New Hampshire, while I-89 on the southbound side, it's a little slow for the Sutton, New Hampshire stretch. Okay, look at MBTA alerts. Red Line, Kitchener Express delays under their entire line through a single prominent Braintree. Commuter rail looking good, and on the ferries they are looking good. Here, Channel News Time is out 11:06 on this late Thursday night, 10 Alpha O. Weather report for today. Areas of fog after 1 a.m. was. Most got a little about 42 degrees, calm wind. Friday, areas of fog before 8 a.m. was. Putts got about 600 degrees, southwest at about 3 to 8 miles an hour here. Friday night, most got about 4 to 30 degrees, southwest at about 6 miles an hour here. Saturday, sun's got about 50 degrees to 60 degrees, and west at about 3 to 6 miles an hour here. Saturday night, most got about 42 degrees, light southwest wind. Sunday, most got about 57 degrees, and precipitation to 0%. Sunday night, chance of showers after 4 a.m. Most clouds got about 45 degrees and precipitation 30%. Monday, showers may after 3 p.m. before 10 p.m. Clouds got about 6 to about 46 degrees, precipitation 65%. Tuesday, most clouds got about 59 to about 36 degrees. Wednesday, Sunday, clouds got about 53 to about 39 degrees. But Thursday, chance of showers, clouds got about 51 degrees, precipitation 30%. Currently, here not near it is 42 degrees with fog skies, humidity 96%, and that's going to be it for the Peter Channel. Lone Call News in the slate, Thursday, December 10th, 2015. Peter, we'll be connect. See you tomorrow morning.